In a past episode, we looked at creating this temporary structure that I call my nursery. Just two plastic tables that are overlaid with a little bit of a 70% shade providing net. The plants underneath it are doing very, very well. However, they're doing so well that they're impacting the bottom of the net, and I'm afraid that that will stunt their growth. So what I want to do today is actually build a little bit better structure to allow for the lifting of the net a little bit higher and allow better access to the plants themselves. Why don't we have a look at some of the plants that are coming up quite nicely in the nursery. These are the calendulas, followed by amaranthus, love lies bleeding. We've got quite a few snapdragons next to the amaranthus. And then a bit further on, these are all the alyssums. They're not doing as well as I had hoped, but they're coming through. In the foreground here, we have 5 varieties of tomatoes. On this table, we've got the hollyhocks are doing very, very well. I did have bells of Ireland coming through. Unfortunately, that died. The marigolds, few and far between. I don't know what I've done wrong with those. Probably overwatered or overfed. And then at the end of this particular tray is something I'm really looking forward to. These are ornamental grasses called weeping love. So apart from constructing the cages for the nursery, what I want to do is repot some of these. They look quite ready to be placed in their own little pots in preparation for them to go into the ground sometime in the next 2 weeks. So I will be repotting some of these plants, and hopefully they will do much better individually as well. Well, as you can see, the covers for the nursery are in place. I'm happy enough with how they turned out, and I think they're going to make the task of sowing and nurturing these seedlings maybe a little bit easier. At least there are no more now the netting impacting the growth of the actual seedlings. So hopefully I have plenty of space to grow, as well as maybe aeration driving through the boxes as well. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to be joined by a lovely lady here. Come on, come on. Bring your stuff with you. You know, she's not going to get her stuff with her.
Nope.
So what we're going to do?
We're going to pot up some seedlings.
Excellent. And how are we going to do that?
In little pots.
Okay. But we don't have pots, so what we decided to do is go and get some styrofoam cups
and use those.
Let's get on with it.
Okay. I have my trusty gloves.
Hey, hey, hey!
So I don't get soil under my fingernails, because there's nothing worse.
She doesn't like it. I love it. Yeah. So we're using normal styrofoam coffee cups. Punch a couple of holes down at the bottom for drainage, and then we're going to fill them just like this with just normal compost, and we're just going to pick the plants and put them in the middle and then pat it down a little bit. It doesn't have to be patted down too forcefully, of course. Just leave it as soft and loose as possible. So let's do it with one. These are the amaranthus, which is love lies bleeding. I really love these plants because they've got quite showy flowers. Well, I just punched the hole with not the one that I wanted. Let's try it again. So the roots are not that bad. I'm going to discard a couple here. Just leave the bigger, healthier plant. That's better. There you go. You've got a nice root ball. I'm going to fill it with some soil. Make a hole in the middle and just plop that in. Pat it down a little bit gently and we're done. So that's number 2. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the results of our work. I hope that they're all going to survive and become beautiful, full plants in the garden. We'll just have to wait to see. Until then, have a wonderful week and speak to you and see you again next week. If you have any suggestions or comments, please do enter them. Thank you.